Hate to break the news to you. Well, it's nice and dry inside as we get ready for action at County.
Of a goaltender.
He was just named the Hockey East Rookie of the Month for January. Meanwhile, in the opposite net, Luca Cloutier, the freshman, rules to play the one in between those two Mondays.
Especially knowing the opponent, right? You got to play BU, your 300th game all time against BU, but you got to focus on this game. It's so important for the Eagles.
Hockey East points on the line tonight, and away we go. Vermont, they've had some big road wins this year already. But recently, they had a win at UConn. They can take down the big dogs this season for Coach Steve Weidler on the road. That puck dumped in. And in behind the net, Vermont gets to the puck. And a chance to clear the zone here for the Catamounts. They will. Jens Richards got it up ahead. There's a chance and a backhander and an early goal for Colin Kessler. An odd man rush, and Kessler, we just talked about how his goal scoring has picked up, and he lights the lamp in the opening minute and 20 seconds.
You like the BC trying to be aggressive in the offensive zone and keep the puck in at the blue line. Unfortunately, they don't take the man, and Kessler's able to walk right along in creating a 2-on-1 opportunity. I think he actually loses this puck when he goes to make his move to the backhand, and the puck just slides. Oh, no, he had it. Sorry. He had it in his stick the whole time. Outweighted Cloutier.
A week ago in overtime to beat Stonehill. So fourth of the season for Kessler, the sophomore from Anchorage. BC dumps and chases. Out to the far side boards, though, and Max Strand for Vermont. Boston College back in possession with Ryan Comney, UNH transfer. So BC playing from behind for a team that's been averaging about 4 goals a game for several months. Giving up one early, not that big of an issue, you figure. Although Vermont can be stingy defensively. Puck possession for BC hasn't been a problem. And there's an icing against the Catamounts. BC with an offensive zone draw coming up 4.5 minutes in.
Yeah, we talked about BC speed for the neutral zone. This is what they have to do as well. We chip the puck off the glass. Bernard gets this puck down that left wing side. Good scoring opportunity, but chipping the puck to an area. And then you see Hemming trying to come in and finish his check, and unfortunately took a little bit of the worst of it. But you know what? BC's doing a good
counter rush, I should say. Well defended there against Massimo Lombardi. Boston College to the near side. Good pass for Comney. Comney trying to make his way towards the middle. Just had it slide off of his stick. And Stiga unable to keep it in at the point. There come the Catamounts through center ice. Shot deflected. Max Strand in there fighting for the puck, but it's going to be a whistle that'll take this out of the offensive zone for the faceoff. As Greg Brown got through and stopped.
Well, when you're playing with your brother, you should know exactly what they're doing, right?
You would hope so. They did it together from a very, very early age. You'd probably
read my mind.
Max Strand sends it across the ice, and that one again offside. Up ice, beg your pardon. Icing whistled with 13:40 to go here in the opening period. Well, the Tornquist brothers, one, Philip is the older one, and he's been at Vermont for 4 seasons. The way with that loose puck at center ice with an opportunity. That one ripped in, and it goes through. How about it? Goal number 2, Ethan Burrows from an odd angle. It's almost like it surprised Cloutier. And wow, it's the Catamounts with a 2-goal lead in the opening period.
There was going to be a delayed call coming here, and I think maybe BC thought that puck, that penalty was going on Vermont. They looked like they almost stopped playing. Looks like Cloutier stopped playing as well. Puck is turned over in that neutral zone. Here comes Burrows down that side, and all he does is shoot this puck towards the net. Cloutier just whiffs it. I think he just whiffed on that, trying to go for the glove. He was up over the glove into the back, make that play, especially with the guy facing the boards.
Boston College wins the defensive zone draw and sends it back out to the neutral zone. So yeah, a mistake there by Hemming. Finds himself in the box for 2 minutes. You can see that BC has a very good penalty kill this season, second in Hockey East. And the first odd man opportunity for either side here tonight. Power play number 1 for UVM. And they're going to dump it in behind as Fortescue goes back, and they'll get some help to get this one out.
Puck.
2 saves credited there, the second one on Harrington. Power play down to the final 45 seconds. Vermont still with Eggeter in behind the net. Freshman Jonah Eggeter, their best goal scorer this year. And Boston College able to clear. So now 30 seconds on the power play opportunity. Eggeter back in his defensive zone. Jonah Eggeter starts it up down the middle of the ice. Eggeter now trying to go in behind the net. Boston College was there. Ara Minetian helped to deny the opportunity there. Power play winding down. Still a chance for Lombardi. Massimo Lombardi. Back to
BC's opportunity, though. They got skating through that neutral zone to create this chance. Capitalize now.
Comney started it up. Here's Boston College near side. Back to the point, and it just caromed off the stick of Lucas Gustafson and back out into the neutral zone.
Not sure that pass needed to be up in the air like that. I think Letourneau had more space to make that play. Unfortunately, threw the puck in. Now BC is on ice as well.
And that'll bring the face-off all the way back down to the other side of the ice. I was going to ask you, too, just a few moments ago, Ken, do you notice in this 2-0
base?
Boston College with Will Vogt coming through the center of the ice. Vogt leaves it for the trailer. Now Hemming tried to send it back for Radivojevic. Instead, this is going to be Teddy Stiga here near side. Stiga sends it across the ice. Hemming near side. 5 seconds on the power play. Tic-tac-toe, but it's broken up and cleared out. That'll end the power play for Boston College. That was a great PK by Vermont.
Real good. And I think BC almost tried to force it there. That second power play, tried to force a play into the middle of the ice. And Vermont did a real nice job of a box of clamping down on BC's opportunity.
Stiga working his way through center ice. Stiga gets it back, bumped off the puck. And Vermont skates away with it. Here's Jens Richards.
Zone. Got to figure out a way to break this little press that Vermont has going.
It's been about 10 minutes of game action since Boston College had a shot. Ken, they had 4 shots early. They're still stuck on 4. Vermont now out shooting them for the period 6-4. Catamounts in the final 5 minutes. Opening period taken by Fortescue. Fortescue sends it along to the far side. Back on a wrist shot. Got stopped. So Aiden Wright challenged for the first time in several minutes. Vermont skates back the other way. Hagens interrupted it in the center of the ice. And back comes Boston College. Good work there. That shot goes high and wide from Brady Berard. Fourth line.
Our defensive zone, rather, especially when the goalie's out.
Hagens skates at the middle of the ice. Hagens finds his man, cutting on in. No shot there. Then it's sent out in the front. That was Gasso, who could not get a shot. Finally, the Catamounts touched the puck. So the penalty can be assessed.
All the way back up the ice. Takes a good 10-15 seconds off the power play.
Here comes Comney. Comney leaves it for Letourneau on the near side. And back for Hagens. Trying to get it back towards the point where Gustafson was being tied up. The back for Hagens. Hagens lets the wrist shot go, and Aiden Wright got a shoulder save on it. So there's one shot on this power play, and who else? James Hagens, leading scorer for Boston College this year. Power play still with 1:20 as it stays in the offensive zone for BC. Hagens near side. Hagens gets it back. Cross ice pass and a shot stopped by Wright. Denies Ryan Comney with a great save. Aiden Wright closing the pads and keeping that one out.
2 really good opportunities on the power play for BC. Now they move the puck around the perimeter a little bit. Here's Hagens. He moves his feet to a better scoring angle. Nice save by Wright. And now here's again across the seam pass. Comney makes that shot, and Wright is able to move back to his right side, makes that save with confidence. Real nice pass. You love that passing play. As a goaltender, you just get in the right position. You hope it hits you, and that's exactly what happened.
For about 10 minutes of first period action here at BC. Sandrial over in the corner for Boston College, able to work it back to the point. And the Eagles can set up shop here on the power play. Stiga leaves it back. Radivojevic, and now the one-timer. Hemming, that got denied. Still going. Hemming again, a one-timer, and it got deflected. May have gotten 2. Fresh ice. James Hagens going back to chase behind the net. That was sent in front. Opportunity there for Andre Gasso, who couldn't get his stick on it. Still 35 seconds left on the power play, and Gasso has it poke-checked right back out to center ice where Gustafson retrieves.
Yeah, 4 guys across that blue line didn't allow the Eagles to get that puck in that offensive zone. They tried to dump it in. They couldn't get it in.
Third power play opportunity for BC. Trying to avoid 0 for 3 in the middle. Hagens. That's kept in nicely by Lucas Gustafson. And the near side here. Comney back for Gustafson. Sends it towards the net, and it goes. Might have been deflected in front. Boston College with a power play goal. And they have cut the deficit in half in the opening minute of the second period.
It looks like Higgins is going to be the one that's going to tip this puck in front of the net. Great job. We talked about it in the first period. You got to get to the front of the net and take away the eyes of the goaltender. BC's able to keep the puck in at the left point. Gustafson moves his feet, moves to a better shooting area, and all he does is he sees traffic in front of the net and just shoots the puck towards the traffic, and it hits off the stick of Higgins, off the backhand into the back of the net. Absolutely nothing Wright can do, and BC capitalizes on that power play to cut this deficit to 1.
You're so right. Just get defense there. No penalty as the player hit the ice.
Interesting no call. Strand lost his stick in the neutral zone. It was underneath the feet of Teddy Stiga. No call was made.
So play on, and that one's going to go all the way in on Aiden Wright. Now you wonder what that goal at the very beginning of a period does for the mental side of things on each bench. Gustafson sends it to the side of the net, and it got deflected again back out to center ice.
Well, BC's doing a little something that they didn't do in the first period. They're winning loose puck battles in the offensive zone, and they're keeping their Catamount bottled up in their own defensive zone. Exactly what you got to do. Get the defense rolling in as well.
Good defensive play that time by Vermont. And here comes one of the goal scorers, Ethan Burrows. Bumped off the puck. Good hit back there by Nolan Joyce. 2-1 Catamounts. Their 2 goals came in the opening 8 minutes. 7 shots in this game already, but he still hasn't found that first goal.
And I want to say at least 5 of them have been grade A, right?
Yes. Several on power plays.
Yep.
Michael Higgins skates with the puck. Higgins, a defenseman by trade, has been skating as a forward for several weeks. The older brother of James, who had the goal earlier here in the period for BC. Far side Vermont. Mateo Michaels dumps it in. Strand going to chase. Max Strand. And the only
see here in the second, the feet are moving. They're doing a little bit more better, doing better things, I should say, offensively.
That cross-ice pass deflected in, and they got it, a goal. Caden Harrington for Vermont in a strange play that ends up in the back of the net, and the 2-goal lead restored for the Catamounts.
I'm going to be interested in seeing if this was kicked in initially. It didn't look like Harrington got this puck on his stick. It looks like he kicked it with his foot. Now, it should be interesting to see if it's an actual kicking motion or if it's just... Ooh, I don't know about that one. I mean, you might have to take a look at that one. It looks like he tried. Yeah, it looks like he tries to kick this one to his stick, and in the process, the puck just keeps going forward and goes right between the legs of Cloutier. They may take a look at this one. I'm not sure if that constitutes a kicking motion or not. Doesn't look like they're going to review it. Not sure that. Surprised they're not taking a look at it at least.
Here's Harrington, number 2. Did it get deflected then on the way through by Daniel Sambuco?
Yeah.
Right in front. I mentioned Daniel Sambuco. Watch this. Does it redirect again? I think it did.
Yeah, it hits his skate as well. But again, I'm not sure if that
it was
away puck
it's like a
possession.
double kick.
Yeah. Here we go.
Upon review,
it does go right between the legs of Gustafson, and it did. Or Cloutier, I should say, but it did kick off someone as well. But again, that's not puck possession, I don't think.
Yeah, it did seem to change direction when 21 Sambuco also touched it after Caden Harrington, but no goal is the result. Break for Boston College. Can they take advantage? And able to hold on. Here's another look. We're going to go super slow. Did that touch Sambuco's skate? I don't know.
I think it did. I think it might have hit the tip of his stick, but skate, I should say. But I don't think that constitutes puck possession, does it? I mean, I'm not 100% sure of the ruling on that one. Nonetheless, the referees decided to call it no goal, and BC will take it.
Opportunity too. Malinsky came in. Back comes Boston College. And the freshman Will Moore couldn't get to it before the icing is whistled with 10:55 to go in the period.
It's almost as if that replay was working against BC. They had their feet going a little bit. Now they're kind of on their heels as Vermont gets the puck in that offensive zone and just move the puck to an area. The save is made on the initial shot by Strand. As you said, Malinsky moved in from that right.
Vermont Boston College able to send it back down the other end of the ice. This is icing. So we'll do it again on the other side, right next to Cloutier as bodies get together.
It's interesting that Hagens doesn't take faceoffs, right? You know, he's projected as a centerman at the next level for the Bruins. Does he not take faceoffs? Does he not play center at the next level? I mean, I don't know how they're going to. As you see, the bodies kind of go.
And kipped into the point by Jonah Egeter. Egeter leaves it into the middle for Jens Richards, and it's going to be chipped over the boards. We'll have another draw right here in this end. 9 seconds into the penalty.
Yeah, but a good job by BC right there. They force the play. Fortescue forces the play, not allowing Vermont to get puck possession. Forces the puck up the boards.
Return. Egeter. Egeter skates in. Egeter sent it across the mouth of the goal, but not on net. From the point, Malinsky's shot. That stopped Cloutier. Second chance, and a glove save by Luca Cloutier. Denied Ethan Burrows, and two big stops for the BC netminder.
Yeah, really nice job by Cloutier to keep this game at 2-1 as Vermont did a nice job at getting the puck back to the point. You see the defenseman moving to the middle of the ice. The initial save is made, and the second rebound was out there to be had, and Cloutier was in great position with the glove to make the save as you see him scrambling around a little bit in his net, but he's in good position at all times, and he doesn't really have to get way out of position.
Kessler sends it across. Vermont, good power play thus far. Shot in front, Strand saved, and then the second chance fluttered wide of the net. Max Strand with a golden opportunity for the Catamounts. Power play continues. Deflection and a score! It is 3-1 on a power play goal. It was deflected. I think Jack Malinsky was in front. We'll see who they give it to.
Looks like Tornquist might get this one. I think you can always tell who celebrates the most, who scores the goal. But Vermont puck possession in the offensive zone. Tornquist, I should say, moves his feet to the middle of the ice. You'll see the puck come to him. He moves a little bit to give himself a better scoring opportunity. And you see traffic in front. Cloutier never sees this shot come. Good job by the right-handed shooter to get the puck towards the net. And Cloutier, as he's moving to his left, never sees it.
Back the other direction is P.J. Forgione. 3:45 to go. Running clock. Michaels. Now into the middle of the ice. Here comes Colin Kessler. He is about as dangerous as anybody with a puck for UVM. Colin Kessler circling with it on the near side boards. Kessler, good cross-ice pass, but flubbing on the one-timer that time was Sinclair. Is losing his skates as the puck got to him. Nice play at the point by Kessler. Kessler, oh, what a move. Kessler let the shot go. It got blocked. Didn't get through. Fortescue blocked it. And it's gloved down again. They're looking for a fourth goal, and they're getting close here, aren't they, Ken? And now in his third year, he's finally got his guys, his culture.
Yep.
Off of 8 consecutive losing seasons, these Catamounts coming into this year, they've got a chance if they hold on. They'd be only 2 games below the 500 mark. 3-1 lead in the final 3 minutes, period number 2. Boston College hasn't had a lot of offensive chances here over the last really 10 minutes or so. Sondrial going to chase in the corner. Sondrial gets some help from Will Vogt. It's been a frustrating forecheck from Vermont. Kessler, far side angle shot, saved by Cloutier. Got him up in the pads. And now 10 seconds left. One last rush perhaps for BC as Stiga just dumps it in. Will Moore behind the net. It's going to have to be quick. 3 seconds, and that's going to do it for period number 2. Well, it's a 3-1 Vermont lead as we come into the final 20 minutes.
Tale of 2 periods. The BC made it 2-1.
The net, you had Sondrial in there. Got deflected away to the point. That shot whistles wide off the stick of Radivojevic. And Vermont skates back. Fresh ice here to start the period, of course. Catamounts trying for a 3rd straight win. Boston College looking for its second 5-game winning streak of the season. Here comes Vermont. Shot by Jens Richards. Gloved and held on to by Luca Cloutier. Has it near side. Stiga gives him some help. And Gustafsson pinching in. Sent it toward the net. Got deflected. Will Moore collects it. Never a shot on goal, though. And now Will Moore took a hit. Comes up hobbled a bit as Vermont skates the other direction with Jonah Egeter. Egeter 2 against 3. Eggeter going behind the net. Wraparound pass, shot, they score! What a play by Eggeter, and he put it right onto the stick of Massimo Lombardi. It's a 4-1 Vermont lead. Beautiful goal for the Catamounts.
Eggeter down that right wing boards, brings the puck all the way around the net. And a smart job by him to hold on to the puck, and Lombardi just to go right to the front of the net. And here it is. Initial play, a little bit of an injury there for BC. By Moore goes right to the bench. And now this speed down that right wing side. A nice job of just throwing the puck to the net, and nobody.
So Lombardi from Jonah Eggeter. Eggeter really made that happen. Fortescue for Boston College. And the Eagles will skate away from their defensive end here, a little bit dangerously so. BC looking for the counter, down by 3 goals early in the period. Resendez in the 4th line out there. There's Fortescue coming in, and Aiden Wright came out to challenge, cut off the angle, and made the save.
Oh, good job by Higgins there. The brother getting to the loose puck. Best penalty killer is your goaltender.
Boston College out shooting Vermont 29-18, but losing 4-1. Stiga had it taken off his stick by Colin Kessler, and a break opportunity for the Catamounts. They score! Delayed penalty coming up, but it's put home anyway. It's 5-1. Breakaway for Thomas Sinclair, shorthanded.
Well, BC's trying to make a play just inside their offensive blue line. Stiga gets his pocket picked. You'll see the puck's going to move over to the right side. Stiga, a bouncing puck. He can't get full control of it. Little Kessler does a nice job of picking his pocket and sending a breakaway for St. Clair. And absolutely nothing that Cloutier can do is he goes up over the glove. Goaltenders are told to kind of be compact. That's exactly what he did. Unfortunately, the puck was over the back of the net. And that's going to be the night for tough night for the whole team as well. And that's just a breakaway. Nothing you can do about that one.
So, again, it is Mateo Michaels, the freshman, from 3rd career goal. A shorthanded goal for the Catamounts. They've scored both of the goals here in the 3rd period. Now Malinsky has it kind of caught in his equipment. Jack Malinsky, though, put it back down, and starts it up ahead. Max Strand was in there. Back to retrieve is Dylan Gretton, and he'll dump it in behind Jan Korek. Korek has made 3 starts.
They've been as advertised tonight.
Higgins had an opportunity for a moment. That closed off very quickly. 2 different Catamounts converged on James Higgins. Under 10.5 minutes to go, and that one just shot in from a long ways away on Aiden Wright. He's made 28 saves tonight. And if you're Steve Weidler, the head coach, there's very little
price for him. You help him out as well.
Malinsky off the faceoff win. It occurs to me, I think it's worth repeating, as there's a one-time shot that Korek stops. Rebound, they score, and they've got goal number 6. That time it's Ethan Burrows with his 2nd of the night. 2 power play goals in what's been a 3-0 3rd period for Vermont.
Puck possession in the offensive zone for the Catamounts. They move the puck from left to right. After the face-off win, you move it, you move your feet. Now everyone's got to move in the box. The initial shot is blocked. It goes right to Burrow. Absolutely nothing the goaltender can do on this one, as the puck is right in the stick, and Burrow has a wide open cage. Makes no mistake. 6-1 Catamounts.
The Nova Scotian had 2 goals. All scored the final 4 goals tonight, including 3 unanswered in the 3rd period. 3-0 over the final 20 minutes for the visitors out of Burlington. And they earned their first win in 3 seasons against Boston College in a dominating effort here at Conti.
And you know what? The better team after that disallowed goal was Vermont. They took it to BC there. They didn't give BC allow them to get their feet going to the neutral zone. They clogged the neutral zone up, clogged the defensive zone up. When BC had opportunities, Wright made great saves. Vermont earned this victory tonight.
Boston College outshot